tonight. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as those in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted him out early for a
touchdown! Michael Pittman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off play action. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys. Nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's going to get him about goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. His 10th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 12 overall. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this grade, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it. Don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now is Wentz. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
The run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way. Back incompletions, receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on.
You could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Fighting Hilton on the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Down. Here's Wentz to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get...
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out.
Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the...
Really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight...
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6, and not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put the
guys to the line and get them set? From the 35 on 2nd down. outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you...
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 75 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England.